Shalom. As always, all praises, honor, and glory goes out to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations goes out to you, sincere brothers, pushing out the word. Um, and also shalom to the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, so this lesson will be on applying Proverbs in our conversations. And the first precept I'll read here is in Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 9, and it says, "Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger resteth in the bosom of fools." Right. And what does the scriptures say about fools? It says, "Fools hate knowledge, and with knowledge is understanding." Right? So it's good not to be hasty in a conversation, to be angry. It's good to understand and also apply certain scriptures like not interrupting a man in the midst of his speech, hearing the whole matter, before rebuking, before giving a response, just paraphrasing. That's, pretty much what it means. It applies to many things. This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 22. "An angry man stirreth up strife, and a furious man aboundeth in transgression." So an angry man will say things that will cause another person to be vexed in a conversation, and even more, and hold it against you and label you a certain way. So you don't want to be an angry person in a conversation. You want to be a man of understanding, of control, slow to anger, because you may be dealing with an individual, whether a family member, whether a girl, your woman, somebody in the world that you may know, and they're angered by something. Scriptures also tells you, and let me get it here. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 1, "A soft answer turneth away wrath." Right. So even in the beginning of a conversation, when somebody comes at you in a certain way, you answering in a particular way, in a soft manner, it turneth away wrath. It turns the conversation, it stirs the conversation into the right direction. Even in situations where the conversation is already going left, a soft answer can still rescue the conversation. It's not always about saying sorry. Even saying sorry or apologizing for things is a soft answer. And saying, pretty much showing someone that, hey, I understand you. This is where I was coming from. It was just a misunderstanding, and I understand what you're saying. I see why it may have came off like that, so on and so forth. There's many ways, instead of like going back and forth with someone. It's not really edifying, and it doesn't really fix a problem. You know what I mean? This is on Proverbs chapter 15, verse 18, and it says, "A wrathful man stirreth up strife." Right, but he that is slow to anger appeaseth strife. What does it mean by appeaseth strife? Brings peace to the strife, like I was saying, giving a soft answer, giving a better approach. Brings calmness to the situation, brings understanding to the situation, right? Let me get, this is Proverbs chapter 14, and I'll read 17. 17 is a good one as well. "He that is soon angry dealeth foolishly." Right, because a fool hates understanding and knowledge. A fool doesn't want to understand what's really going on. A fool just wants to speak. A man of wicked devices is hated. There's a next one that I wanted to get here. Verse 29, Proverbs 14, verse 29, and it's pretty much saying the same thing. "He that is slow to wrath is of great understanding." And a fool is not going to be of great understanding, because a fool hates knowledge and understanding. The fear of Yahweh Shai is the beginning of understanding, the beginning of wisdom, knowledge, But he that is hasty of spirit exalteth folly. Right, because when you're hasty and when you're in that type of spirit, you're promoting confusion. You're making you're just it's disarray. No order, just bickering. Nothing is constructive. when you're in a spirit of haste. So I pretty much like made the points because me personally, like I've been, paying attention to my conversations with people and how people have conversations and how people have, you know, observing conversations with people in itself. And this is Proverbs chapter 17, verse 28. And it says, even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is accounted wise. And a lot of the time, this is why it's wise to not always make a comment on certain things, you know, especially with women. You want to let them feel heard more and say what they're saying. Yes, there may be things that women say that we don't agree with. You don't always have to make it be known. You can just hold your peace sometimes and wait for the right moment, because sometimes, when we say certain things, to women, even men, they take it in a certain way when that's not how you're implying it. That's why it's good to hold your peace and wait for the right opportunity. I don't remember what precept that was, but there's a scripture that speaks on that. And it says, even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is accounted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. Right? Why? Because it's gonna appear first and foremost that you're listening, and you're understanding what the person is saying. This scripture is not saying that you should pretend, because what does it say here? It says that he that is slow to wrath is of great understanding. So when you shut your lips in a situation that may be vexing your spirit, you may disagree with what's being said. You're not quick to anger. You're showing your understanding by being quiet and not being drawn out by a particular thing that was said. Waiting for your time. If the spirit says, really like shows like, all right, say something here, right? This is really saying that you are of understanding. He that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding, because an understanding man is going to hold his peace more, or practice that. I myself can apply that way more, but it's very important, as I said, this one is based pretty much about applying Proverbs in our conversation, having proverbial conversations, based on the Proverbs, because the Proverbs give many good, instructions, on how to have proper conversation, and how to manage your anger, because conversations are oftentimes associated with anger, and strife and contention, and the common ground, and most times is listening, understanding what's being said, not always speaking down at people, or thinking that when someone challenges what you're saying, they're being contentious or this or that. No, it has to be a perfect, a balance to things, as hence what I said, applying Proverbs in our conversations, because none of us are perfect. This is really stemming from myself and my experiences and what I'm dealing with in life right now, why I'm even doing this video. So it's to me first and foremost, but I I'm damn sure that none of us are perfect. So we all can work on certain things. It may not be particularly this conversations in itself, but it can be other things. But I just hope through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, that this is edifying, and it, for whoever needs to hear this. With that, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Akwadash, Shalom.